Things have been intense lately, and I don't think anyone could even point to exactly what is going on right now and why many people are feeling some strange symptoms. Now, I've been feeling very good lately, but a few days ago, many people have noticed that something has happened. Some energy has really just bombarded us, and nobody knows exactly what it is. But of course, we can get into that as we go on this video because the Schumann resonance is finally doing something, you know. Um, so we're gonna get into this data, and then we can pretty much get into some other stuff. So on the Schumann resonance, it looks like right around when I was recording last night, we had a nice push of energy, and throughout the night, a lot of integration. And then around midday in America, midday, January 29th, because it's 30 right now. Um, so January 29, midday, like noon Eastern time, you get this big push of energy right here, this white push of energy around hour 23. And throughout the day and now, it has been a lot of integration. So this is definitely a big push of energy, big chunk. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good, but many people are definitely feeling out of it. People have been that anxiousness, stomach, tired, pains, cramps. A lot of people have been reporting a lot of things lately, and it's like their nervous system. Everybody is talking about the nervous system now. It is definitely getting kicked, hit, punched, everything. I think a lot of people are definitely feeling everything that's going on right now. Um, and of course, we did have a pretty nice, I wouldn't say nice, but a pretty sizable earthquake in America. Um, as we look at the Schumann resonance, a quick breakdown for numbers. As you can see, on amplitude 1, we had a power 20, and of course, on the other ones, there wasn't really much significance on the other amplitudes. So, overall, a power 20, and everything else hasn't been too active. So, to break it down, power 20, those are the other stats. They're very normal stats. Nothing too significant or interesting, but overall, a power 20, which is, pretty sizable, I guess. So definitely people might be feeling that. Now, nothing really going on with the sun, but we had some seriously high solar winds earlier in the 29th. Now, solar winds are moderately high, and everything is looking pretty calm. No solar flares. We are definitely calm right now. We're in the B level right now, which is under a C, so it's no concern at all. There seems to be a coronal hole building up on the top northern hemisphere and another one right on the left, so we could have a nice big size coronal hole. And on the left side definitely seems to be eruptions. Not much going on. There is something that is interesting though, and it is the fact that we have 11 sunspot regions. So very interesting there. We have a new group, but nothing at all active or serious. Now for earthquakes, we actually had a 4.2 in Black Eagle, Montana, and there's been an aftershock for 2.7. That aftershock was 5 hours after. So overall, you know, that's pretty big size earthquake there. If you didn't know, there was a pretty big one right around Toronto. We did also talk about the full moon and give a straight to the point energy breakdown in yesterday's video. So definitely be sure to watch that. And yeah, there's been some earthquakes in other places as well. There's been quite an increase though in earthquakes, right? Like the size, the magnitude, the amount of 5.0s recently. So there's definitely been a quite a big push of energy. Overall, I'm gonna keep you guys updated with that stuff. Now, I thought when the Schumann, when solar activity explodes, right? Like we had a G4 storm, even though it for a short period went beyond a G5, right? It it didn't make any difference with the Schumann resonance. So it's pretty, very interesting that solar activity doesn't always affect the Schumann resonance, doesn't always mess with the ionosphere. Well, what I could tell you about the Schumann resonance is this thing can easily be cause triggers in spikes and whatnot and easily be affected. So that is definitely something I do want to say. So overall, of course, um, this may not have been big energy because this could be simply weather. This could be pretty much anything. Weather has been wild lately. Many people have been talking about how this storm is artificial. I feel like there's definitely something going on with the weather. How can it be so cold and so hot in so many different areas? Storms are different. People have been really exposing so many things lately. Storms, from my knowledge, go west to east. That's just how it's been. But what we've been having lately, it just impacts the entire. It's impacting half the country. Instead of like one state at a time. So it's been weird, like how much has really changed with everything the last 5 plus years, and overall, it's very interesting. So definitely question everything, think about all this stuff, you know. And then I'm not trying to say anything because anything could be happening, but there's a lot of things going on. So definitely realize that it's not just the Schumann resonance. There's many things that are much impactful and whatnot. There's a lot of things that go on. I'm really thankful for everyone who's been watching, and I will see you guys all next time.